something minute she was complaining about. Like, I can't help that your eyes watered. That's just your genetic makeup. Go see an optometrist, not a makeup artist. I can't fix that. Hey y'all, and welcome back to another video. My name is Tiana. Hey girl, hey. So in today's video, I will be doing a full glam makeup look. I don't think I've done an updated full glam look on my channel as of yet. So today we're really gonna get into it. So if this is something that you are interested in, then don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the video. Starting off, y'all already know the drill. We got a prime. I haven't gotten any new primer yet. As soon as I do, I will be doing a video on new products. So y'all already know we just gonna press this in a little. Oh, and y'all, so today I have a little story time. Y'all, how cute is this? My best friend got this for me for Christmas, and like, you just place it on your hand right here, and then you just put product right here. I'm gonna be using the Estee Lauder foundation. This doesn't have a pump, so I probably should have shaken it because I haven't worn this and I don't know when. But I'm just gonna pour out just, ooh, that was a lot. Just a little onto this little hand palette. And I'm gonna dip my foundation brush in there, and see, it picked up a lot, but hopefully it won't be as much once I start applying it. And so it's the same steps, and I just press it in into my skin. And y'all, it blends so well. I've forgotten the shade number, but I will have all of that information down in the description box below. So y'all make sure y'all check that out, because I do have a lot of information down there for you guys. And I be taking my time trying to fill that description box out just so y'all have all the information needed. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Next, I'm going to go in with the Born This Way concealer in the shade Cookie. This is a very, very light shade. I probably should have went in with the more skin tone concealer first, but we just doing whatever today. We going full glam, baby. It's going to give bright, okay? And so y'all already know the drill. Upper lip, chin area, bridge of the nose, and forehead. So I'm just going to let that dry down a bit, and then I'll be right back. Now that the concealer has dried down a bit, I'm going to take my sponge and just blend everything out. So y'all, I told y'all I had a story time. A while back, this woman, hold on, let me blend this part out first, and then I'll tell y'all about it. Okay, so now I'm just going to blend out the edges of this concealer under my eye. But back to the story time. So this older woman, she had contacted me. First of all, y'all know that I'm a makeup artist, so I be accepting clients. So this older woman, she had contacted me. I think she contacted me on Instagram, and she was like, hey, I love your work. I wanted to know if I could book you to do my makeup. And I was like, absolutely. And thank you so much for the compliment. The first time that she came, I think she had booked for like maybe a 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. Something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while ago. And I did her makeup, and she was just so ecstatic about it. She loved it, whatever. So she wanted to come back like 2 days later to get it done again. And I was like, yeah, why not? So she came, I did it. She had a couple of requests. She didn't want me to put any product on the back of my hand, which I understand that. So I stopped putting the product on the back of my hand. And she was fine with everything. She loved her makeup. She paid me, and that was it. Then she contacted me like the following day, and she wanted to make another appointment for that next day. And I was like, okay. And so she made the appointment. She had another stupid request. I don't want to say stupid. She had another request, and I was like, okay, whatever, that's fine. So I did her makeup. She loved it. And at the end of the appointment, she was like, since I'm coming to you so often, can we work something out as far as the price? Because I can't afford to pay. Then my price was, I think, $75. She was like, I can't afford to pay $75 every time I come. And I'm coming to you like 2 or 3 times a week. At that time, I wasn't really booking clients. And so I wasn't busy doing makeup. So me, naive me, I'm thinking I'm doing myself a favor. I'm getting some exposure. And I'm going to cut homegirl a break. So I was like, if you come and get your makeup done 3 times a week, I'll do it for $120. That's practically nothing. Like, I was practically doing her makeup for free when I'm charging $75 per face, and you get to come 3 times a week for $120. Yeah. And then mind y'all, every time that she came, she complained about something. Like, something was always wrong. But when I get done with it, oh, I love it, it's beautiful, whatever, whatever. Then she would leave. She would text me complaining about something. Her eyes was watering. It messed the makeup up. She took a picture in bad lighting and the picture didn't look good. I mean, it was always something. And I would just complain to my husband all the time, like, this lady, she keeps coming back to me, but she always complains about something. And y'all, mind you, I was making special arrangements for her. I would get up at 5 a.m. just to do her makeup at 6 a.m. and she was only paying me $120 for 3 sessions. Like, what in the world was wrong with me? Now that the concealer is blended out, I'm going to take this Hourglass foundation stick, and this is in the shade Espresso. This is new and I've never used it before, and I hope it's not too dark. I don't even know how to place this. I'm going to just blend this side out first to see if I like it before I put this all over my face. Honestly, I really can't tell, so I'm just going to put a little bit more and just do both sides. Okay, so I'm going to blend out this nose contour first, just so I can get everything blended, because this part be the hardest to blend. So you want to blend this out first. And then I'm going to go back in with that sponge just to kind of diffuse the edges of this. All right, so I'm just going to blend this contour out. But yeah, y'all, so after that, I was like, no, this is crazy, because I'm getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning to do your makeup. You're not even paying me full price. I feel like, I don't know, I feel like she kind of was taking advantage of me because I'm young. Jesus. Y'all. Like, that car is so loud. But honestly, I felt like she was taking advantage of me because I'm young and she was much older than I was. And I don't know. I honestly don't know what her motive was or why she was treating me the way she was treating me. Because, mind you, she's a Black business owner as well. So how would she feel if a client come into her place of business and was and be like, hey, since I'm coming 3 days a week, can you give me 75% off on services that you're rendering? Like, who does that? That is crazy. And I really hate that, because we are the only community that do each other like that. We don't want to help each other out or anything. Like, I don't know. And when I say that, it is, when I say we don't want to help each other out, I mean that like supporting. Like, you can't honestly be supporting me but don't want to pay me what my price is. You coming in saying, hey, I can give you $120 for 3 days out of the week. Like, that is crazy, knowing that I charge $75 a person, a face. Like, that is ludicrous to me. I just can't even wrap my head around it. And so I let that went on for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks before I just cut her off. So she had contacted me asking me if I would do her makeup because she was going out of town. And initially, oh, this is the last straw. So initially I had told her, yeah, I would. And then I don't know what it was. I believe it was God who told me to, no, stop, cut it off. So I text her the day before she was supposed to be going out of town. Maybe I should have gave her a little bit more notice, but I moved when God said move. So I text her the day before she was supposed to come to her appointment at 6 a.m. I text her and I was like, hey, I want to be available tomorrow to do your makeup. You're going to have to find somebody else to do it. So a couple of hours had went by. Hold on, y'all. Let me get ready to set this so I'm not just rambling. So I'm just going to take my sponge and go over my under eye so that we can get ready to set the eyes. So y'all already know, taking my one size powder, we're just going to set the under eye. So I'm just going to set the rest of my face with this powder. So after I text her, she texts me back maybe about 2 or 3 hours later. No. She didn't text me. She called me. And I didn't answer the phone because I was busy. I think me and my husband, we was at the grocery store or something. So I didn't answer the phone. And so she left me a voicemail, but something told me not to even listen to the voicemail because I knew it was going to be something to piss me off. And I didn't want to respond negatively since she was way older than I am. So I did not listen to the voicemail. And then she texted me. I didn't even look at the text message. And I just cut her off completely. And y'all, as soon as I cut her off that following week, I was so booked. My schedule was slammed. Like, I had so many clients to do that following week. And everybody booked as soon as I cut that lady off. And I just feel like that was nobody but God, because oftentimes, oh my goodness, I am getting so emotional about this. Oftentimes, we'll do something thinking it's something to our benefit, when in all actuality, it's not. Is the devil working. And I really, now I'm going to do my brows using my Benefit Precisely My brow pencil, and this is in the shade 4.5. Oftentimes we'll do things thinking that it's God ordained when it's not, when it's actually the devil. But the devil can dress up as God in sheep clothing. So I'm thinking that God really is blessing my business. Like, he bringing this lady to me. This lady has so much motion going on. At least I'm thinking she having motion going on, because that's what she's telling me while she's sitting in my chair. I've seen her on the local news station, like, talking about her business and stuff. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I can attach myself to her and grow my business. The whole time, it wasn't nobody but the devil, because I was not growing. The lady was undercutting me, underpaying me, undervaluing me. And I wasn't booked and busy. I was just doing her makeup at way, way dirt cheap, undervalued, under market prices. And she did not appreciate it. And she would always complain. And I just could not understand. Like, if you are complaining so much about your makeup, why you keep coming back? And y'all, the makeup would be beautiful, but she always complained about something. Something minute she was complaining about. Like, I can't help that your eyes water. There's nothing I can do, or another makeup artist can do, to stop your eyes from watering. Like, that's just your genetic makeup. Go see an optometrist. Not a makeup artist. I can't fix that. Okay, so taking that same concealer shade that I used for my under eye, I'm just going to carve out the bottom of my brows with that. And y'all, this is a very light shade, so I don't know how this is about to turn out. And I'm just going to focus it like right here. I guess this will be like my brow bone highlight. And then I'm just going to drag it out and blend it. So like I said, I cut her off, and then that following week, I was so busy. My books were just slammed, and I was booked for 3 weddings right after that. And it was nobody but God. Like, God gonna protect his children at all costs. Taking that foundation shade, I'm just gonna carve out the top part of my brow. And I like to start higher. I like to start higher than the actual brow, and then kind of carve it out. So that way, if I make any mistakes, I still have room to fix it, versus having to do the entire brow over. And I just take a blending brush and just kind of blend the edges out. And then I go back in with my foundation brush and just really blend it out. So my biggest takeaway from that entire situation is using better discernment. And my discernment was just way off with that one. I should have just went with the red flags that she was giving me to begin with. I should have just cut all communication, everything off, unless she decided to pay me in full, well, my full price, instead of trying to be nice and doing us a favor, you know. But next time, I will definitely use better judgment, better discernment. And you got to always remember, all money ain't good money. All publicity ain't good publicity. Like, I allowed her into my space, and it was just so negative. Like, everything about that lady was just negative. And she presented herself as this nice lady. Like, she was nice, but her energy, her aura, it was just, I don't know. It just wasn't God ordained. That is something I can tell you. That's one thing I can tell you. It wasn't ordained by God. Moving along, I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer. This is in the shade 420, I believe. I'm just going to place this all over my eyelid. And then I'm just going to blend this out. And blending it upward into that brow bone highlight to kind of diffuse that brightness, because it's very, very bright. And then I like to drag it underneath the front part of the brow and back down onto the lid. For eyes, I'm going to go in with my Mario makeup palette, and I'm going to take just a brown transition shade and just focus it on the outer V and in the crease. So I just like to pat this on first, And I do the same thing to both eyes at the same time before moving on to a different step. And then I'm just going to blend this out. Just kind of smoke it out. All publicity is not good publicity. And I know some would argue the difference. They would say all publicity is good and it'll help you grow, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, if it takes me to have to go through something evil and deceiving, conniving, I don't want to get to it. Like, because I know God would not take me through somebody who's that evil and conniving and who do not want to pay my word just to put me on top. Like, that don't make sense to me. No. I did it for as long as I could, and it was just time for me to end that. So I just dipped into that darker brown shade, and I'm gonna smoke this out. So this is like a dark brown, almost black. So I'm just gonna try to smoke this out. Then I'm gonna drag it outward and then back down. Taking a lighter shade in that Mario palette, I'm just going to brighten up the inner corner of my eye with a lighter shade and kind of smoke that out. Almost making like a cut crease without the concealer though. I'm just gonna blend this down. Going in with my Too Faced palette, I'm gonna use that shade That Girl. I'm sorry, this is called Rich Girl, not That Girl. This is the chocolate palette from Too Faced, and y'all, it smells just like chocolate. It smells so good. So I have to be careful with this because the fallout is crazy. So I'm just gonna kind of put this everywhere I put those matte shades and kind of blend it out. I'm just gonna smoke out the edges of it just to blend everything in together. Y'all, this is so pretty. Taking the Givenchy powder, I'm just gonna bake my under eye so that it can be a little bit brighter. For blush, I'm going to take the MAC Happy Go Rosy and just place this on the highest points of my cheek. And y'all, I'm such a non-confrontational person, and I honestly believe that's why people think they can play in my face or take advantage of me, because I'm just this sweet, oh, it's okay, I'll take care of it, I can do it type girly. And honestly, sometimes I hate that I have that type of personality, because like I said, I honestly feel like people will take advantage of you or see how far they can go with you when that's the type of personality that you have. And that's one of the things that I'm working on for 2024, is not being such a yes girly. Like, if you ask me to do something, I'm like, yeah, sure, I can do it. What you need, whatever. But honestly, I feel like there are good people left in the world, but my God, it's a few in between, because last year was crazy. I actually forgot the bronze, so I'm gonna take the Juvia's Place bronzer in the shade Dark. I'm gonna use that first shade to bronze. Y'all, I was sitting here running my mouth and forgot to place bronzer on my face, but that's fine. It's okay. This look is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So yeah, y'all, if y'all have a personality like I do, honestly, it's a curse and a blessing at the same time, because baby, people will play in your face and they'll do it and not think twice about it. We got to protect ours and protect our peace and not allow so many people in our space. My favorite part is lips. This is the MAC Chestnut Lip Pencil, and I like to overline my top lip. I overline it because it gives me that lip filler effect, and then I just press them together. Taking the NYX Soft Matte Cream, I think this is in the shade Istanbul. I just like to place this in the center and blend it together. Just a little more. Taking the Buxom Lip Gloss in White Russian, I'm going to just place this in the center. Y'all, that is so pretty. And then I'm going to take another Buxom Lip Gloss in the shade Sugar and just outline my lips with this. Now that's a lip. This is a lip, honey. So with a clean face brush, I'm just going to dust away this powder. Setting my face. Whew. That was the Milk Hydro Grip Primer Spray. I love it. What is this? No. Is it primer? It's the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. What is this? I'm going to take my face brush and just press everything in. So this brings us to the end of today's video. And y'all, I am in love. Like, the eyes, the lip, the blush. Excuse me? This how we come out 2024. All full glam. Okay, because this is eating the girls up. So if y'all enjoyed this video as much as I did making it, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one, babes. Mwah. Bye.